Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave division rivals stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNSFANS. Let's get to the news. When you think about the Cleveland Browns, there's always a sense of excitement mixed with a little bit of uncertainty, especially when it comes to the quarterback position. This season, that uncertainty has been more evident than ever, and the buzz around the league is that the Browns might be eyeing some serious changes in the upcoming offseason. That's right, folks. The discussion isn't just about how they're going to finish out this year, but about what the future holds for Cleveland at the most important position in football. Right now, the Browns have a rookie quarterback, Shedeur, who's still waiting for his first start in the NFL. Sanders, the talented quarterback out of Colorado, was highly touted coming into the draft, and many fans had high hopes that he could be the franchise guy. But the reality is, he hasn't been given much of a shot to lead this team on the field just yet. Instead, Cleveland's coaching staff has been leaning on Dillon Gabriel, a fellow rookie, who's been inconsistent at best in his 4 starts so far this season. That inconsistency has left many Browns fans scratching their heads, wondering if the front office and coaching staff truly believe in Gabriel's potential as the future quarterback, or if they're just trying to make do for now. And that's where the big conversation kicks in. If Sanders doesn't get the opportunity he needs to develop and showcase his skills, and if Gabriel continues to struggle, it's hard to see Cleveland feeling confident about their long-term plans at quarterback entering 2026. The NFL is all about the quarterback, and in a division as tough as the AFC North, with Joe Burrow leading the Bengals and Lamar Jackson commanding the Ravens, Cleveland has to get it right. They simply cannot afford to be left behind because of uncertainty at the most crucial position on the field. Now, during the recent midseason period, ESPN's Mel Kiper Jr. and Field Yates did a mini-mock draft special that drew a lot of attention, especially for Browns fans. They discussed the upcoming 2026 NFL Draft, which is still a couple of years away but already has fans speculating about what Cleveland might do. The Browns currently hold the 6th overall pick, and Kiper, a well-respected draft analyst, made a bold prediction about who they might target. According to him, the Browns could be eyeing Oregon quarterback Dante Moore, a talented prospect with a bright future. Kiper didn't hold back in his analysis. He pointed out that Cleveland's quarterback situation is far from ideal, especially with Sanders not having been given a real shot and Gabriel struggling to find consistency. "This is tough because Shedeur is there," Kiper said. "It doesn't seem like they love Shedeur. They are not giving him much of a chance. Dillon Gabriel is playing, but we don't think Gabriel is much of a franchise quarterback. This is why Dante Moore, for me, I have him number 1 on the board. Love the kid. I was a Shedeur guy. But when you do a mock, you have to remove yourself from this." That's a pretty significant statement coming from Kiper, especially considering he was one of Sanders' biggest supporters leading up to the 2025 draft. For him to suggest that the Browns might pass on Sanders in favor of Moore, a guy out of Oregon, signals that Cleveland's franchise may be looking at a different direction for their future. Kiper emphasized how crucial it is for Cleveland to get their quarterback right, especially in a division with juggernauts like Burrow and Jackson. "You have to get that quarterback," Kiper said. "They as an organization didn't give Shedeur much of a chance in the preseason. It's all about the quarterback in the NFL, most important position in the world. I've got to go with Dante Moore here." This isn't just idle speculation. It's a reflection of how NFL analysts view Cleveland's current situation. Sanders, who was initially seen as a potential franchise quarterback, has yet to prove himself, and the coaching staff's reluctance to start him might be telling. The Browns have always been a franchise that values stability at the quarterback position, but right now, they seem to be caught in a quandary. Do they stick with Sanders and hope he develops into that franchise guy? Or do they consider a future without him, looking instead to draft someone like Dante Moore who might be more polished and ready to lead the team for years to come? And let's not forget, Cleveland's recent draft history hasn't exactly been filled with hits at quarterback. The team has tried to find that long-term answer, and with each passing year, the pressure mounts. The fans want stability, they want confidence, and above all, they want a quarterback who can carry this team to the promised land. That's why the talk about draft prospects like Moore is so relevant. Cleveland needs a signal caller who can thrive in the AFC North's physical, tough environment. Moore, with his arm talent and poise, is seen by many as a guy who could fit that mold. But of course, nothing is set in stone. Sanders could still develop into the quarterback Cleveland needs, especially with continued coaching and experience. The season isn't over yet, and there's still plenty of time for Sanders and Gabriel to turn things around and prove their worth. If either of them can step up and show the coaching staff that they're the future, that could change everything. It's all about development, patience, and making the right calls at the right time. This ongoing debate about Cleveland's quarterback future is just part of what makes this season so intriguing for Browns fans. Watching how Sanders and Gabriel perform in the coming weeks will be crucial. Will Sanders finally get the chance to show what he can do? Can Gabriel find consistency and become the leader this team needs? Or will Cleveland's front office pull the trigger on a draft pick that could reshape the franchise? These questions hang in the air, and as always, Browns fans are at the edge of their seats, hoping for the best but preparing for every possibility. Looking at the bigger picture, Cleveland has been building a solid roster with a talented defense, a strong offensive line, and playmakers on both sides of the ball. The coaching staff, led by Kevin Stefanski, has shown flashes of brilliance, but the quarterback position remains the lingering question mark. It's the last piece of the puzzle that can elevate this team from a playoff contender to a genuine Super Bowl contender. The stakes couldn't be higher, and the pressure is mounting to finally get that position right. As we approach the offseason, the Browns' front office will have a lot to consider. Do they stick with Sanders, give him more time, and hope he blossoms into the franchise quarterback everyone believed he could be? Or do they take a bold step in the draft, targeting a guy like Dante Moore who might be the answer they've been searching for? Whatever they decide, Browns fans know that this team is on the brink of something big. The foundation is there, and with the right quarterback, Cleveland can position itself as a true powerhouse in the AFC North. And let's not forget, this isn't just about immediate success. It's about building a team that can sustain excellence for years to come. Drafting the right quarterback can set that trajectory, and for Cleveland, that could mean a new chapter of dominance in the division. The NFL is a league of cycles, and right now, the Browns are at a crossroads. Will they go all in on Sanders and Gabriel, or will they make a bold move and draft someone like Moore to solidify their future? The excitement is palpable, and Browns fans are eager to see what the future holds. Will this be the year Cleveland finally finds that franchise quarterback? Or will they have to wait a little longer? No matter what, one thing is certain, the Browns are never boring, and this quarterback saga is just another chapter in their ongoing quest for greatness. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Cleveland Browns news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So Browns fans, the story isn't over. We're all watching closely, hoping that Sanders can develop, that Gabriel finds his groove, and that the front office makes the right call when the time comes. The AFC North isn't going to get any easier, and Cleveland needs a quarterback they can trust, a guy who can lead them through the tough times and celebrate the victories. Whether that's Shedeur Sanders, Dylan Gabriel, or someone new in the draft, the future of the Browns depends on getting this right. Remember, Cleveland has a passionate fan base that's been through thick and thin with this team. We've seen highs and lows, but the hope never dies. That's what makes being a Browns fan so special. We believe in the team, we believe in the process, and most importantly, we believe that better days are ahead. As this season unfolds, let's stay united, stay loud, and keep supporting our Browns through every game, every play, and every decision. Because when Cleveland finally hits that right quarterback, the whole city will be celebrating together. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news.